an astounding 10,000 art enthusiasts walked in to witness India's first international art fair, India Art Summit 2008. With an overwhelming mix of art collectors, artists, critics, curators, students, and art enthusiasts from across India and overseas, the summit achieved exactly what it set out to, making art and the knowledge of art accessible to a widespread audience. Commercially speaking, the fair clocked in a record sale of approximately 50%, with the 34 participating galleries selling over 280 artworks, worth 10 crore rupees approximately. Given the total value of the 550 artworks on display was approximately 20 crores, India Art Summit has emerged as one of the most successful first editions of an art fair across the world. This privately owned and managed pioneering initiative by Hanmer MSNL received encouragement from the Ministry of Culture and Sotheby's, becoming a truly important destination for art in India and a single window access to art for thousands of art lovers and collectors.
It is always an endeavor of our ministry to encourage such initiatives. We want as many private initiatives to take place which will help to organize, internationalize and promote Indian art which is already finding markets around the world. So I congratulate you all at your first effort. I'm sure that every year, since it's I'm told going to be an annual affair, Mr. Gautam, I'm sure every year it will be better and still better, inclusive and as inclusive as you can make it.
First walking in, I'm thinking this is quite a brave move in the sense of it's quite an old building, etc., but you walk in and the buzz immediately was extraordinary, and you know from experience, once you've been to a number of these things, when you can feel that buzz, you know you've got a success, regardless of then walking round. And when I've walked around, it's all been supported. And I particularly liked what you did today with the seminars and the sort of ongoing talks and the different flavors. I thought you put that together very well.
This initiative has been superb to bring in all the stakeholders, from artists to art critics to media houses to galleries, artists, collectors, auction houses. I mean, it's phenomenal, and I think it's groundbreaking for India, where something like this is taking place.
Over the past few months, the organizers have worked hard with the 34 galleries to help them put up a curated show, choosing different walls and colors to enhance the beauty of the artworks. A small team of people at Hanmer put the entire initiative together, working round the clock for months so that India could have its first art fair.
This is outstanding. This looks very beautiful. This is something which I just dreamt of, and I think we've pulled off a very, very good event, I must say that.
A truly historic platform, the fair was visited by over 10,000 people from across the country and overseas over 3 days. These visitors spent many hours meeting people and soaking in the best that Indian art had to offer.
I'm very impressed with the energy level of the show because it's world class and it's been very well put together by your team.
The fair saw hundreds of artists coming from all corners of the country to see the works on display and connect with friends and acquaintances.
Well, it's been a marvelous day. I certainly didn't expect all this. And it's come as a big surprise, but a very good one. I think the level of conversation and the level of discussion upstairs has been very worthwhile, and it's been garnered properly by people, who matter and who have given this whole matter some thought and thinking. It's not just random thinking and random thought.
Public at large should come and see, and this is one of the very good events.
Yes, the best part is it is the first time happening in India, and I think it should be carried on long and larger scale, and I'm really happy, and this which is taking a very big adventurous work here. First time art fair is really good, because I have been attending so many art fairs in the world, but this is as equally the same.
Here is what some of the galleries had to say about this first ever attempt of its kind.
I think everything has gone very, very well. I think the audience is of a good quality, and the forum was very stimulating, and everything's been run superbly. I think it's an excellent beginning. I think especially the management team, the organizers have done a superb job.
The advantage you'll have had is not being a part of the art circuit directly. I think coming in as an outside agency, which has in a sense given it a certain distance and detachment, which has worked to the advantage of this fair. And I was myself, when I kind of participated, I had reservations about a couple of things. But having been here for the 2 days, I think it's been wonderful.
India at this point of time needs an art fair of this kind, and I'm sure in the coming future it will become bigger and bigger with more and more participants.
Great, it's happening now finally in India, because we've been traveling all over the world visiting art shows, art fairs, and why not India have its own art summit? What do you say?
Yes, the first time in India, and Pragati Vidhan, all the galleries getting together. I think it's a great platform. It should have happened earlier, but never too late. And 34 galleries now, and we wish there are many more next year.
I think it is the best thing that could have happened to the Indian art market. I fully support it. I think something like this should have happened many years ago, but nevertheless it has happened. But I think it's a great thing, and I'm sure it will benefit the entire art community, including the collectors, the buyers, the galleries, the artists.
I was quite excited about just the masses of people, and I think it has a great educational value for the collectors, for the students, and for the artists to see what there is under one roof. I think that's been a very, very good thing, and that was very exciting. I mean, I didn't expect this kind of response.
Many of the international galleries who could not participate this year due to prior show commitments came to visit and registered for next year.
It's a great experience for the first year. It seems to be very, very well organized. I just attended the question and answer session upstairs, which was really illuminating. New questions, new ideas, which made the conversation flow and raised a lot of interesting points. And looking down at the booths are well laid out, and everybody seems to be very happy with it, which is great. And I think what's going to happen is, as time goes on, you're going to get a lot more international buyers coming in to look at things.
Not often that you get a chance to see a wide range of art all in one place, and also at the same time both listen and learn and look and contribute in some ways to actually understanding what's happening in the world of Indian art. At the same time, it's difficult to actually see a variety of different works all in one place, so good quality art fair is always a good thing.
The Vadera Art Gallery had set up the Vadera bookstore this year and will certainly show art at the fair next year.
I think it's an amazing job, amazing pioneering job, the first of its kind in the country. This will definitely take our Indian art a few steps ahead, maybe more than a few steps ahead. No event of art has attracted so many people, and so many people, I'm not even interested in knowing what these galleries have sold. That doesn't really matter. What matters is that 6,000 people have seen art. Maybe out of that, 5,000 have seen it for the first time. And that's what is great about it.
The India Art Summit created a collaborative platform that brought together various stakeholders of the art industry, from critics to curators, to auction houses, to art funds, to galleries and dealers, to the artists themselves. Many of whom engaged in discussions and exchange at the day-long art forum, which was complemented for its program, content and mix of speakers.
You've had a summit today, which is, of course, the exhibits, but you've also had an art forum. I congratulate you for that. You brought in various shades of opinion. You brought in critics, you brought in writers, you brought in theorists, and then you brought in many people who represent the market. And I think it's this backward and forward movement of voices. You don't get so many spaces where this has happened. I don't remember ever listening to such a frank or discussion about money anywhere in India. This is for me a first time, and it's been a real eye-opener. I think an event like this in India, let's use it as an Indian model, must increase the visual field. People just come and see. Everybody doesn't need to buy. Great monuments of the world, nobody buys anything, but they all take away something.
I think it's been fantastic. It's been a great experience to be here. Very worthwhile. I think you've achieved a lot. The first time is the toughest time, and I think you've done a really great job. Something really on which to build in the future. I enjoyed the forum especially. I thought the moderators were fantastic. I thought the subjects were very pertinent, relevant.
Art fairs are a very important part of the system of art. It's the way information gets spread among certain of key components of the art community. And now to have started this and to have something that can grow and expand is really very, very important. People think that there is a center to the art world. There isn't one anymore. There are many centers, and this gives a center for things here.
With these people and experiences, India Art Summit came to a close this August, but not before announcing dates for the next year, 19th to the 22nd of August 2009. The world has most definitely waited for an art fair in India. Judging from the huge international interest pouring in, it is only just the beginning for this country.